as I was mentioning, Dr. Kalam always say, be remembered, be unique, and be great. So these are the three qualities which we should imbibe. Whether you are in an engineering college or whether you are anywhere, these three qualities make somebody to represent the nation and also take the nation ahead. So in order to be unique, what qualities you need to develop, what type of this thing you have to be imbibe in yourself, that is going to be my presentation today. Yeah, Venu, now I can operate, na? Hello?
Venu?
Yeah, okay, sir, it has come. Yeah. Now the participants, you can see, there is somebody who is working with the stones. He is breaking the boulders. Somebody went and asked him, what are you doing? So the man replies, can't you see? I am breaking stones. Again, the same picture. Another person is also doing the same thing. And he is also asked, what are you doing? But that man says, I am helping to build the biggest library. Both of them are doing the same work. One feels that he is doing a mundane job of breaking stones, but the other person has a lot of pride in him. He says, I am doing this and I am helping to build the biggest library. All of you must be studying the same thing. If you are, somebody asks you, you say, I am pursuing my graduation. I am doing my BTech. That is what is the general reply I get from students. But the reply what I anticipate from the students of CIET or the other Meenakshi ma'am's Bangalore Institute also, you should say you are gaining knowledge and you are going to use this for the development of the nation. When you have that pride, then whatever you learn, it will be useful for the society. So what type of impression you have about doing about the work you are doing, that makes you great and unique. That's what I wanted to tell you. So you decide, how do you people perceive yourself in your institute? Do you perceive yourself as the stone breaker, which I have shown in the first slide, or you perceive yourself as the builder of the library? So always perception is very, very important. The impression what you carry with you makes your entire this thing. Suppose if you are a builder of the library, you always try to use your time very, very effectively. You will not waste your time. If you feel like a stone breaker, you will not be concentrating on your studies. You will be in the institute, but you will not be there because your mindset is that of a stone breaker. But your mindset has to be the builder of a library, builder of a great nation, builder of an institution. This is how you need to, if you want to be unique, you need to have this concept. Now, again, here you are seeing a sketch, or you are seeing people doing mountaineering. They are scaling the Himalayas. So what is the most important thing to get onto the peak? This is a question asked to many students. Keep thinking. Keep thinking. Whatever I am asking, keep thinking. What's the most important thing to get onto the peak? That's the question asked. So one of the answers is equipment. The other answer is teamwork. The third is weather and climate. So what is the most important thing according to you? Just think about it. Is it the equipment? Is it the teamwork? Or is it the weather and climate? So many people give different answers. Few people say equipment is important. Few people say teamwork is important. Few people say weather and climate is important. But what is important is the mountain. If you don't have a mountain, if you have equipment, if you have teamwork, if you have weather and good climate, it's of no use to you. So what you need to have is a mountain. So for you also, if you want to progress, you need to have a goal in your life. Without goal, if you have wonderful institution, wonderful team of lecturers, wonderful climate around. But if you don't have a goal in your life, all these things are not going to have any impact on your progress. So as a student, if you want to be unique, you need to have a mountain. I mean, for a rock climber or a mountaineer, he needs to have a mountain. If you want to be unique, you need to have a goal in your life. The problem with many of the students is they generally do not have any goal. What they want to do in life, there is no clarity to them. Just they have come to the institution and they're passing the examinations. That is like, I mean, if you don't have a goal in your life, I mean, the way in which you are going to progress is going to be hampered. So my second advice to all students is have a goal in your life. What do you want to be? Do you want to be a scientist? You want to invent something? You want to be an entrepreneur? You want to give jobs to people? You want to go back to your village and take up agriculture and see that the village develops? So if you have a clear goal, when you are in the college, your orientation will be towards it. You will be learning so many things, which is going to fulfill your goal. And by the time you come out of the institution, you are very clear in your mind that I have decided to be like this and I have acquired these skills and finally I am going to go like this. So the important thing is to have a goal in your life. So that's why I said goals. You have to dream before your dreams can come true. That's what Dr. Kalam says. So always keep dreaming. I mean, what Dr. Kalam says is dreaming low is a crime, he says. Always dream big. When you dream big, automatically your efforts are also going to be commensurate with that. So if you don't have a dream, if you don't have a goal, what I said, it's of no use. So I was talking about the Harvard Business School. In that, there is a small anecdote. In the year 1963, Harvard Business School students were asked to write down their goals of life. It was in 1963. Out of those students, only 3% of the students had written their goals and they were clear about their goals. After 25 years, it was found that the net worth of the 3% who had written their goals was more than the net worth of the rest of the batch. See, that is the impact of goals. So people who had clear goals in their life, they did very well compared to the people who never thought of having a goal in their life. So this is a well-proved research. So people who have goals, they make their life in a much better manner and they lead their life in a much better manner and they become unique. So what you need to do is write down your goals. Then make a commitment to action to do what it makes. And third thing is take the first step today. So this is what Dr. Kalam says if you want to be unique. Because in the initial starting of this discussion itself, we have decided you all have to be unique. You should not be like others. I mean, for like others, if you want to be, I mean, there is no need of doing all these efforts. We want to make all of you unique. That is what you do it. So have a goal in our life, make a commitment to action. That's what Dr. Kalam says. Goal plus action leads to transformation. That's what he says. Goal plus action leads to transformation. If you don't have a goal, it's like having a small boat. You want to travel from one place to the other. So that means you have a goal. But if you tie your boat in the this thing, then there is no use. You have a goal, but you are not doing any action. Suppose you get into the river and you keep going without having any goal on destination or without having any this thing of a destination, you also will be wasting your energy. So if you want to be successful in your life or if you want to be unique in your life, have a goal in your life and prepare an action plan. And the most important thing is take the first step. The first step is very, very important. You read the history. You read about the salt satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi. The first step was very, very important. When he took the first step, there were only 78 people with him, but he was never discouraged. He continued his march. By the time he ended his march, there were 6 lakh people who were with Mahatma Gandhi. So first step is very, very important in your life. When you want to be unique, when you take first step, there are so many people who are going to criticize you because they are not used to this type of action, because they are all normal people. When you try to be a unique person, there is going to be a lot of criticism. There is going to be a lot of, they pull your legs, but you should not be bothered about all these things. So taking the first step is very important. Having a goal in your life is also very important. Next thing is, people change their dreams. That is another problem with many of the students. Today they think, let us do entrepreneurship. After a few days, they think we want to attend civil services. We want to prepare for civil services. So on the next year, you come up with some other dream. So because of changing of dreams, you will not be going in a particular direction. 1 year you have some dream, 1 year you have some other dream. On the other hand, you take some other dream, and finally you'll be like a confused person. But you want to be a unique person. So for that, he says, that's what Jack Ma says. If you are a wolf chasing rabbits, focus on one rabbit. Change yourself to catch the rabbit, but don't change the rabbits, he says. So you have heard about Jack Ma. He is the owner of this Alibaba. So he says, this is the problem with the team. So pick up one a rabbit and you be after it, and definitely you can achieve your goal. That is what he says. We are guilty of getting tempted by multiple opportunities, and in trying to grab them all, we end up with nothing. So this is another lesson we need to learn. Have a dream and pursue that dream so that you can be unique. Suppose you, same thing is about Vadilal ice cream. I don't know how many of you know. Vadilal ice cream is very famous in North India. When I was a probationary in Nagpur, that Vadilal ice cream used to be very thing. So the amount of popularity they got is phenomenal. But what they did is they started changing their dream over the years. They entered into real estate, they entered into forex services, and they entered into so many fields, but finally they could not establish themselves. So that is changing the dream, changing the rabbit. So don't change the dream, have a dream and pursue it and follow it. Then another thing, you should know about this gentleman by name Karole Takas. Karole Takas. He was a sergeant in Hungarian army. He was an ace shooter. He was a favorite to win gold at 1940 Olympics. 1940 Olympics, he was supposed to win the gold. But being a sergeant in the army, while doing some experiments or while doing a demonstration, he loses his right hand. He loses his right hand. He was practicing for the Olympics, and he was sure to get his Olympic medal, but during a demonstration, he loses his right hand with which he was shooting and which he was aiming to get a gold medal. This is the gentleman. But what he did, he started practicing with his left hand. He started practicing with his left hand, and he won gold medal in 1948 London Olympics, and in 1952 Helsinki Olympics, he won the gold medal, that too with the left hand. You see, he had a dream of winning a gold medal in the Olympics. Despite the difficulties, he could still realize his dream. This is what is known as the determination. This is the determination one should have if you want to read. See this girl. I don't know how many of you have recognized her. She's Arunima Sinha. She's Arunima Sinha. I don't know how many of you know her. She was a national level volleyball player. She was traveling in a train in Uttar Pradesh. So in that train, 5 thieves, they come and they try to snatch her bag. She gives a lot of resistance to them. But finally they were 5 and she was 1. So these 5 people overpower her and they snatched their bag and threw her outside the train, and she fell on the track, and a train goes at the time and she loses both her legs. She loses both her legs below the knees. You see this picture, the second picture in which she is having her Jaipur foot. Jaipur foot was arranged and she started slowly walking. And finally, she started climbing the hills and small hillocks with her these things, Jaipur foot and the artificial feet. And finally, she scales Mount Everest. She scales Mount Everest with her artificial limbs. See, this is what is called determination. Once you have set your goal, whatever may be the trouble in between, like this Carole losing his right hand or Arunima Sinha losing her limbs, but finally they achieved their goal. So this is one. Finally, she get Padma Shri Award in the year 2015. Compare them with ourselves, what we are doing. So if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. So what you think about yourself and what type of impression you have about you, that makes the difference. Take these people as the role models. But most of you, I see, all these film people are seen as your role models. That is very unfortunate. So these are the people who have achieved something in their lives. They have kept a goal and they have achieved it. So believe in yourself. That is the mantra if you want to be unique. So have a goal, pursue it, and believe in yourself. That makes you great. Now, what I have shown you here, this is called Chinese bamboo. You have to see this because many of you are very, very anxious that immediately you want results. Because this fast food culture has come, fast food culture. So you want to have it immediately. You want to have it immediately. During our times, we used to see test matches. Test matches used to be there for 5 days. But now your generation, you want T20 matches. So you don't have the patience to see the entire match for 5 days. You want immediate results. So that is making you not to have enough patience in your life. So if you want to achieve something, you need to have patience. That's why I have given the example of Chinese bamboo. This Chinese bamboo takes 5 years and 3 months to grow to a height of 80 feet. It takes 5 years and 3 months to grow to a height of 80 feet. But the wonder is, first 5 years, you see nothing. Little shoot springing. What I have shown here is Chinese bamboo of 5-year-old. What you are seeing here is 5 years and 3 months. That means in the next 90 days, it grows to 80 feet. So because Chinese bamboo has the patience or perseverance. So if you want to achieve something, you need to have the patience or perseverance. If you don't have the patience or perseverance, you get bogged down with so many things. You want instant results, you want instant everything, you want instant coffee, you want instant dosa. So that's why people have looked into your weakness and they have started making their products. If you go to market now, you get instant dosa. That is 2 minutes noodles, what they have publicized. So you want to have the things immediately. So they are marketing the things like that also. But your goal should be like the Chinese bamboo. Initially, you don't see any growth. But the moment you have gained a particular level of competence, the growth in you is going to be phenomenal. So every major achievement is always preceded by years of toil, hard work, failure, stress, and determination. So if you have these qualities, you can go ahead and you can become unique in your life. So this thing is never give up, never, never give up. So when Winston Churchill had gone to a school, they asked, can you give us a mantra for succeeding in life? He said, never give up, never, never give up. So if you want to be unique, this is the same mantra what I am going to give. Another thing is that ordinarily 1 degree more concept is there, 1 degree more concept. Hot water becomes steam and can move a locomotive. But that 1 degree makes a difference. Suppose, say, if you have many of the students, what I have seen is they go up to the goal 1 step away and they withdraw from there. That is happening with many people. So that's why I say you always have 1 degree more. So don't be a 99-degree hot water. Become a 100-degree hot water, and then 1 more degree, you can become steam and you can move the locomotive also. So life is tough. 1 degree makes a lot of difference. Successful people always do a little more compared to other people. So if you want to be successful in your life, always do a little more. Don't be 100 degrees water, but you become 100 degrees steam. Get into 1 degree more habit. The habit of winners is that do all that is expected and then a little bit more. So you have to do your duty. You have to do your job. That's why there is a beautiful song. If you have time, maybe after this session, you go through this bhajan. It's a wonderful bhajan about Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. It says, "Log kahte hai ki Bhagavan khate nahi." Ante, many people say that God doesn't eat. But in the same bhajan, it says, you have to feed him like Shabari. You have to feed him like Shabari. You know about Shabari in Ramayana. She keeps waiting for the God to come. Every day she used to go to the orchard and she used to pick up the best of the fruits and she used to wait for the God. But finally he arrives and she feeds him. So if you make an effort like Shabari, definitely God is going to eat. God is going to eat. That's a beautiful bhajan. You should listen to that. It's a wonderful thing. You have to do your duty, then things will follow. So my submission to all of you is that have perseverance in your life if you want to be unique. Patience has its reward. Nothing happens in a jiffy. You can't get instant success. You can't get instant excellence. So always have perseverance. Now, there is a cow and there is a dog. These two pictures I've seen. Mr. Devadatta Patnaik is another wonderful writer. You should read his books. He writes so many on, mostly on epics he writes. So he says, world is full of more dogs and fewer cows, he says. Cows are the givers. Give milk to all humans, share happily with everyone, not just their own. Now, on the other hand, he says, dogs are the takers. They growl, they threaten, they fight. This is the quality. So, what are you? Do you have the habits of a cow or do you have the habits of a dog? That makes the person different. So, if you want to be unique, have the habit of giving to the others and share your happiness to the others. Don't confine yourself, your success. Always keep the habit of sharing. So another beautiful example I was reading somewhere. So a man goes to the doctor. A man goes to the doctor because this patient has a problem with his neck. So the doctor says, you have migraine, you have persistent neck pain, and you have frequent problems. Whereas the same man goes to a tailor. The tailor says, your collar size is 16, not 15. You are wearing 15-inch collar. That's why you are getting a migraine and neck pain. This is how people see problems in a different perspective. The doctor was looking in his perspective, whereas the tailor is saying in his perspective. So change your mindset, change your shirt size. That's what it says. Change your mindset. If you change your mindset, then definitely things are going to happen in your way. So be like a cow, be like a giver and change your mindset. So changing the mindset is very, very important. So changing your mindset is very, very important for your success. Then giving. I was talking about giving. Always people who are unique have the distinct quality of giving it. So you see, you are seeing a picture. This picture is hell. So what the directions in the hell are? There is a this thing. There is one bowl in the center of the table, and there is food in it. And all these people have been given very long spoons. So they are supposed to feed themselves. See, They are all crying. Food is there. They have the spoon with them, but they are all crying. So this is called hell. The same situation you see, this is heaven. What they did is, with their spoons, they started feeding the other person. In hell, they want to grab everything to themselves. Whereas in heaven, they want to feed the other person because they can't feed themselves. This is what is called giving to the unique people. People who are unique have the distinct quality of giving. Here in the hell, everybody wants to grab for themselves, but in the heaven, they want to give it to the others. So develop the habit of giving. See here. See here, this is the difference. This is what is the picture. See, in the first picture, everybody is to himself. He is busy with his mobile phone. He is looking into his own mobile phone. But here you see, they are all together. They are helping each other to improve their qualities. So have this type of model. If you want to be unique, have a discussion. Always live in heaven. Don't, for the health's sake, people generally say heaven's sake, but heaven's sakes don't never live in the hell. So giving is another quality which makes you unique. You can achieve all your goals if only you help enough other people achieve theirs. That's why about leadership also it is said, a good leader is one who produces more leaders. A bad leader is one who produces more followers. So that is the difference. Be a good leader. Always help others. Work as a team. That gives you a lot of strength. Now, hard work. You always say hard work is very, very important. Criticism is always there. Criticism. You know this gentleman? I don't know how many of you know him. He is Navjot Singh Sidhu. He is a cricket player. Right now he comes in these comedy shows, and he is I think he is a MLA in Punjab now from the Congress party. So actually, he started his debut as a cricket player in the year 1983. He played test matches and he played 3 innings. He scored only 20 runs. So there was a lot of criticism in the newspapers. One day, because of that, he was dropped from the team and people called him Strokeless Wonder. Strokeless Wonder. Actually, what his father did is, one day an article came like this in the newspaper. His father took that newspaper and placed it next to Sidhu's bed. When he got up, he saw the newspaper and people started calling him Strokeless Wonder. Then he started getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. There is a good book called The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. You should read that book, 5 a.m. Club. So what Sidhu did is, because of the failure, he started getting up at 5 o'clock and he started hitting the ball every day. He hired so many people. Their job is to bowl. So they used to bowl and he used to hit. So like that, with this hard work, he played 137 one-day games and made 4,400 runs. And 44 sixes are his credit. And he played 51 test matches and he made so many runs with so many centuries. See, the same person, with his hard work, he has produced. Otherwise, people used to call him Strokeless Wonder. Now, how many strokes he made, you can make out from his statistics. So these are the, then he is called palm tree hitter. 5 o'clock he used to get up and he used to hit the ball. That used to be, he used to almost hit 300 sixes every day. That used to be his, this thing. So from Strokeless Wonder, he became palm tree hitter. So all this is because of the hard work and also because of the criticism. Whenever there is a criticism, never get offended. Always, if there is a criticism, take it in a positive way and try to mend yourself or try to change yourself. Criticism always makes you better. So this is another example I thought. So one side is hard work, other side is the criticism. Both of you, if you combine, so never be afraid of criticism. So people criticize you whatever you do, but don't get bogged down with criticism. If you are bogged down with criticism, then you can't progress in your life. So take the example of Navjot Singh Sidhu. Then keep fighting. That is another thing you need to learn. Keep fighting. This is a small, this thing, frogs in milk. You must have read this story. So actually two frogs, they fall into a pail of milk. One frog gives up. The other frog keeps hitting the milk. So because of the hitting, what happens is the whole thing converts into butter. It becomes solidified. So the frog could jump out of it and it could save itself. So keep fighting is another thing as a principle of hard work. Never give up. You never know, your problem may be suddenly turn around. So that's why we are now in COVID. Everybody is seeing adversity. Many of you are thinking what are going to be our future. Many people are afraid we may not get a job. But you keep fighting. You keep fighting. What you need to do in this crisis is improve your qualities, improve your knowledge. So that's why my advice to all youngsters is that start doing some extra courses. There are so many platforms that are available which are offering extra courses for you. Like the Coursera. Coursera, if you take, they offer so many courses for you. There is another platform, it is called edX. That also offers you a lot of courses. So when you have free time, why don't you do a course? Because after the COVID, it is going to be the IT, which is again going to do a great job. It is the pharma, which is going to do a lot of wonders. It is the cyber crime that is going to do a lot of things, because a lot of digital things are going to come. A lot of cyber awareness is also required. Why don't you do these courses? It is possible. I am doing a course on cyber in Coursera. It is a 1-month course, certification course by IBM. So every morning I attend the class for about 2.5 hours. So in 1 hour, 1 month, you can get a certification. How to improve your profile is another thing you have to do in this COVID period. Don't get discouraged. Or I have so much time, I'll see so many movies. That is another thing you can always do. Because TV channels also, right from morning to evening, without a gap, they are showing movies. So we are all happy. But at the end of the day, after the COVID, you have to stand in the market. There are so much of expectations on you by the society and also by your own parents. So this is the right time to improve yourself. So hard work, keep fighting, keep kicking. Another person is Michael Phelps. From him also you should learn hard work. This is the gentleman. He is a world-class swimmer. So before Beijing Olympics, what happened is he is with a sling. You can see he is with a fractured hand. So he fractures his wrist and he was asked not to practice for 3 months. But what he did, he used to go every day to the swimming pool. He used to sit like this with his fractured hand, and he used to keep his legs in the swimming pool, and he used to hit the water. He used to hit the water like this. So because of this, his calf muscles got strengthened, and in the gold, he got so many golds in the next Olympics, you see. Otherwise, he had a fractured hand, but he never gave up. He used to go and sit in the swimming pool and he used to hit the water with his legs. In 3 months, his calf muscles got so strengthened. In the next Olympics, he got so many, I think 7 or 8 Olympics medals he gets, Michael Phelps. So these are the people from whom you should get the inspiration. These are the people whose inspiration gives you a lot of, and their hard work is also very important. So my advice to all of you is that when you are down in a trouble, keep fighting and keep kicking. So this is what we all need to learn in this COVID period also. So hard work is very important. Then get out of comfort zone. That is another big problem with all of us, is that we want to be in a comfort zone. We want our parents to take care of us. We want everything to be arranged. We don't want to take any risks. So this is what is the comfort zone problem with all of us. So get out of the comfort zone if you want to be unique. This is another this thing. This is a beautiful bird. I mean, this is the story you must have heard. A king goes and gets this bird from the forest. He gets into his beautiful garden and His intention is to see that the morning he opens the window, he can see this beautiful bird flying in this thing. But what happens is, when he gets this bird to his garden, that just started sitting there. It was not flying because it was very, very comfortable. Then the king gets worried, and he calls all the doctors. They all come and they give a lot of treatment to that. They give injections, they give this, that, and all. But still the beautiful bird was not flying. So he makes an announcement in the newspapers. Anybody who makes this bird fly, I'll give some good reward. Here comes a farmer with an axe. He comes and cuts that branch on which the bird is sitting. So the bird starts flying. So this is what is called comfort zone. So all of us want to be in a comfort zone. So come out of the comfort zone. So get into action. Then only you can have wonderful life and you can be unique. So never be in a comfort zone. Always keep fighting and always keep working. So you learn a lot of things from this butterfly. Butterfly also, the amount of hard works it keeps, the way it is not in a comfort zone. It always keeps trying, because butterfly finally wants to become a wonderful butterfly, beautiful butterfly it wants to become. So it goes through so many difficulties. It is an egg, and if in the caterpillar stage, it devotes so much of time, because caterpillars are very, very ugly creatures. But it undergoes through that. Then it gets into this pupa stage, and finally it emerges as a butterfly. So as you people think, it can't be an instant butterfly. You can't make instant butterfly. So the butterfly has to go through these stages. Then only it can become beautiful. So in our life also, you have to go through these odd ships. Then only you can come out successfully in flying colors. That's what they say. Somebody has come out with flying colors, they say, as a beautiful butterfly, provided you need to go through all these stages. So then, another thing what I wanted to tell you is that the amount of concentration you do on your work, the amount of concentration you put in your work is also very important. The other day I met PV Sindhu in Visakhapatnam airport. So I was interacting with her. So I asked her, because I had gone through her interview also. He said, "Sir, uncle, I did not use my phone in the last 3 months before the Olympics. There was a lot of disturbance to me. So I kept." So Pullala Gopichand garu also, he said, so Sindhu did not use her phone in the last 3 months. That's what he told in an interview also. And then the second thing, while for 12 to 13 days, she did not take her the favorite dish of sweet curd, which she likes the most. So she also stopped eating ice cream. So why I am putting all these things is that, see, these are the things she liked, but she kept them aside. Then she became unique. She got silver medal in the Olympics, and now you see what PV Sindhu is. Say, the wonderful achievement for all of us. She has brought so much of great name for India, because she has become unique. So if you want to become unique, you need to forego certain things. You should sacrifice certain things. That is very, very important. If you want to have these mind digressors, it will be very difficult for you to achieve success. That's why your mobile phone also, every week, sincerely, it tells you about your screen time. Your screen time has increased by 10%. The average time of your phone is 7 hours, 8 minutes. So every week, I think you get a message. That is an indication to you that how much time you are spending on these things. That you should always know. So take the examples and read interviews of people who have achieved in their lives. That gives you a lot of encouragement and gives you a lot of this thing also. Now, all of you are know about this green tea. Nowadays, that has become a fashion also nowadays. Dip tea. That means you dip tea and you take tea. There is a wonderful book written by one Mr. I think Mr. Iyer. He wrote two books, one on leadership and one on winning. So these two books you should read. In his book, he gives so many lessons what you can learn from the tea bags. He says 10 lessons you can learn from the tea bags. The first thing he says, the quality of the beverage is determined by the tea inside the bag, not by the label or the string. So tea is very important. What is there inside the tea bag is very important if you want to be a good tea. So your knowledge is very, very important. It is not important in which college you are there, in which institute you are there, but what is the stuff you have inside that makes the difference. Like what is the tea inside the bag, it makes the difference. This is the first lesson he says you can get. Then second lesson he says, real flavor comes only when the tea bag gets into hot water. Suppose you take cold water and put a tea bag in it, after 10 minutes try to drink it, you can't cherish it. The tea will not be tasting good. So a tea bag, when it goes to hot water, then only the real flavor comes. Your flavor also comes when you get into difficult situations. When you get into difficult situation, what is the stuff in you, you will come to know. The third thing he says, good tea bags look forward to getting into hot water. Good tea bags, a striker or a person who wants to achieve something in life, he will be always waiting for difficult things to come and challenging things to come. Never be afraid of challenges. Don't run away from challenges. Accept as a challenge and then you can be successful. That's what this tea bag teaches you. Next thing is, a tea bag must be porous, he says. Suppose you put tea in a plastic bag and then put it in hot water, nothing happens because the tea it can't come out. So if a tea bag is porous, then only you can make a good tea. Like this, you also should be porous. That means you should be accepting ideas in and out. Suppose if you are opaque and if you are, you don't take any suggestions or you don't take any advices and you feel that you have achieved everything, it is, I mean, you can't achieve anything. So learn this also from the tea bag. You must be porous. You must be ready for the advices from the elders and advices from good people. Next thing he says is, tea bags work, never mind where they are in the cup. Because people say, I am only in the first year. When I go to final year, I'll succeed. But tea bag, whether it is down or whether it is in the middle or it is in the top, it gives the same tea. So never say that only after going to final year, I'll try to start preparing. No. So what you can learn from the tea bag is, right from the minute you are dipped, you should be preparing yourself. Next thing is, sometimes one tea bag is not sufficient. Suppose if more people come to your place, you will put 2-3 bags so that you can make more tea. In the same manner, what you should learn is, when you are not understanding something, get 2-3 people together and discuss on a topic. Then you can come out with a great success. So never work alone. If there is a difficulty, involve other people also so that you can achieve a good success. Then sometimes you need to add milk and sugar also to make the tea better. Sometimes some people may not be liking the green tea, so they want milk tea. So you have to add milk and also sugar. So as a student, even though you may be a mechanical student or you may be an electrical student, today I'll ask you, what is happening between India and Nepal? What is the problem? Many of the students tell me, sir, that is a topic pertaining to public administration or political science. We are engineering students. That is where most of the replies come. As a student, you should be in touch with all the things that are happening. What is happening between India and China? What is the problem in Galwan? What is the issue in Lipu Lake? All these things as a student you should learn. So sometimes you need to add some sugar and milk also. Tomorrow you go for a job. There suddenly they may ask you about what is happening with Nepal. How, as an engineer, how you see this? There is always a concept of, because I was in my civil services interview also, a question was asked to me because I'm a mechanical engineer. They asked me how you apply theories of failure when you become an administrator. This is the question to me during my interview. So immediately I told him, theories of failure always make the product stronger, because whenever I make a product, I see how it is going to fail. Is it because of the compressive force? Is it because of the tensile force? Or is it by the shear force? All these things I evaluate so that to make the product good. Similarly, whenever I make a decision, I subject the decision to all the theories of failure, then my decision is not going to fail. So this is how you suddenly you may get a questions like this. So be prepared. Don't say that politics is not my subject, or the current affairs are not my subject. History is not my subject. Everything is your subject. Everything is your subject. You need to add sugar and milk to your tea if you want to succeed. This is another lesson what you learned from this thing. Finally, someone else holds the string always. Someone else holds the string always. This is another thing you have to ask. So it is not the tea bag which controls itself. It is somebody else who is controlling it. Always you say, there is somebody who is controlling you. The society is looking at you. The people around in the society are looking at you. They are expecting a great thing from you. So always you should be having a this thing concern for the society, because society is doing. Maybe your faculty may be controlling you. Your parents will be controlling you. Definitely they will control you. There is no doubt about it, because they want to make you the best. By using this string, somebody wants to make this tea the best. Similarly, your faculty, your parents, your well-wishers always try to control you. Their intention is not to disturb you, but they want to make you the best. That you should understand. Otherwise, that's why many people, they don't like this. Why they are interfering in my life? Why they are interfering in my life? That is how a lot of people, they don't get on well with the parents and the elders and this thing. Everybody wants to be you to be unique. Everybody wants you to succeed in life. Take that lesson from this tea bag. So finally, it's all about how good the tea is, not the bag. So bag is you. What best tea you are going to serve, that makes a lot of difference. So whatever you may be, but your performance should be the best. Your performance should be the best. So these are the lessons. And eventually tea bags need to make a way out and get out. So once the tea is good, the tea bag is thrown. So always you learn. You have a purpose in your life. Do that purpose and you will get out of that life. So your job is basically to give the best tea to the society. So you as a person, you give your best. And after doing all these things with a lot of satisfaction, you leave the world. So these are the 10 important lessons, what you learned from the tea bags. This is a wonderful book by Mr. Iyer. I don't remember his full name, but as a student, you read these books. He gives so many good examples. Most of the examples I have picked it from his book only. Yeah. So these are these 10 life lessons from the tea bags. Okay. Next is value addition. Keep on adding value to your life. That is another thing you need to learn. Like the story of Michael Jordan. If you read his biography, you learn what is value addition by him. Like the simple example is, if you milk, if you add value to it, it becomes curd. And then if you make it a butter, it adds value to it. And finally, if you make it ghee, the value is going to be more. So from milk, you can make ghee. You are adding value to it. Similarly, you add value to your life also. What every day you are doing adds value to your life. What you are doing every day adds value to your life. You have read a book today that has added value to your life. You have gone through a wonderful talk by somebody, it has added value to your life. So always keep adding value to your life. Ultimately, you have to come out like a most valuable product out of your institution. What Ravindra Babu Garu and others are doing is that to make you the best product coming out of the institution. So keep adding value to your life. So another thing what you have to finally learn is righteousness. Righteousness means you have to do things in a right perspective. Never get into wrong ways. Never get into wrong path. Whatever you do it in a right manner. That is what is the righteousness, what they call about. You can pick up these things. The first picture, what it shows is about Mahatma Gandhi when he was a student. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. His teacher asked him to copy from his neighbor. He says no. There is another wonderful story of Hanumantappa. You should read this book, Here, There and Everywhere, written by Sudhamurthy Garu. That is also, you read about Professor Subramaniam Chandrasekhar also, how they have led their lives. So they give you this righteousness is one of the important things if you want to be unique. Many of the people are getting affected. Many of the people are committing economic crimes. Many of the youngsters are getting into wrong paths because they are not doing the things righteously. So if you want to be unique, you have to do things in a righteous manner. So finally, I come with the book I was talking about, You Are Unique. This is a wonderful book. Everybody should read by Dr. Kalam. The aim of one's life should be to reach one's full potential in body, mind, heart, and spirit. Every youth wants to be unique, but the world all around you is doing its best to make you just everybody else. That's what I started in the beginning. So every youth wants to be unique in the beginning, but what the world around says is that you have to be just like everybody else. So don't get into this trap. So whatever I have mentioned, having a goal, having a doing hard work, and having not changing the rabbit, all these things keep kicking. When the things are tough, keep kicking. All these things will make you unique, and you can be unique, and you can be a role model to other people. So that's what Rumi, the great poet Rumi, this particular poem, Dr. Kalam mentions in every book. You are born with potential. You are born with goodness and trust. You are born with ideals and dreams. You are born with greatness. You are born with wings. You are not meant for crawling. So don't, you have the wings, learn to use them and fly. So he says, don't crawl. You have the wings. You are born with wings. So don't be crawling. Always, since you have wings, learn them to use them and always keep flying. So the purpose of today's talk is to see that you fly and you bring great name to yourself and also to your institution and also to this great nation, and you be unique. So always be unique and don't bother about the criticism. That's what I mentioned. Criticism, always take it in a positive way and mend yourself so that you can become a good individual. So in the days to come, things are going to be tough. When the things get tough, tough gets going. That is also you should learn. When things are going to be tough, if you are tough, then you can get going. So gain the toughness during this period. Utilize this time for acquiring knowledge and adding value to your life. Don't feel this as a holiday. This time, what you are getting, you think as if it is for your advantage to improve your skill, to improve your knowledge, to add value to your life. If you think in a positive way, a lot of positive things come to you. So my advice to all youngsters is, you are in the midst of very, very highly competitive society. We don't know what the world is going to react, how America is going to react. I mean, you may not get the H-1B visas. We don't know. There may not be market in the, may not be jobs for you in US or UK or whatever it may be. They are trying to confine the economies to themselves and their citizens. So let us concentrate on our nation. What is the potential and what opportunities you have in this country, because you are almost 135 crore population. There is a lot of demand within the country. There is a lot of potential within the country. So try to do this. Always think about becoming an entrepreneur. You can always try to become an entrepreneur, and you can always try to see the world in a different perspective altogether, and have as much of interaction with the field as possible. Agriculture is one area where there is going to be a lot of potential in the days to come. Small industries are going to have a lot of potential in the days to come. Make use of this wonderful time to gain knowledge and to gain knowledge and add value to your life, and um, go towards becoming unique. So thank you very much for your wonderful time and this thing, so that whatever little I knew, I said I can interact with you and share with you. And all the best to all of you. I mean,